All right, next we have prestiges. Prestiges are a completely optional part of progression. However, we understand that there aren't any incentives right now to encourage players to prestige. So yeah, that's completely accurate. Every time we go to Phasmo chat or just hear people talking in general, right? They's like, why should I prestige? Why should I care? There's really no reason to do it. The ID and badge are cool, right? They're cool little things to say, I reached level 100 and prestige this X number of times, right? But other than that, there's no real purpose to them. It's more of an ego thing, right? So if they add some kind of incentive in order to prestige, then maybe people will do it more often because it's such a cool system, right? Think of roguelike games. There's prestiging there all the time, and people do it all the time. And they do it because there's an incentive to do it. Maybe they keep all their levels, maybe they keep all their items, maybe they're every time they prestige, they become more overpowered. Now, if they do that in this game, that's gonna be incredibly stupid because you do not want players to be overpowered while searching for a ghost. So I don't think they should do that. That's pretty dumb. But there does need to be some kind of incentive. So let's see what they say. With new player models, I like that. I like that already. New player models. We will be adding unique prestige related unlocks for players to purchase with in-game money. Such as accessories for a player model or cool new jackets. On that point, if you remember from equipment tier unlocks are too slow and too linear, and leveling rates are too slow, let's relate these for a second. You're going to be able to unlock equipment faster because multiple items can be unlocked at the same time. But here's the thing, we'll be increasing the cost of some upgrades, right? So things are going to cost more. And if you look specifically here, players can unlock almost everything straight away when some upgrades should be something you save for. That to me says that things are going to cost more. You're going to have to save money in order to unlock items. So you are now going to be in a balancing act where you're going to have to choose between saving your cash for accessories for your character or saving your cash in order to buy, let's say, a tier 2 dots. So you don't have to deal with tier 1 dots. So is that going to be a good thing? Is that going to be a bad thing? Is it going to take so long to earn money in game that you're forced to only ever choose items to unlock rather than being able to give some flair to your character? If you add player customization, you need to give the players ways to express themselves, right? But if you're forcing them to choose between items and express themselves, well, a kind of defeats the purpose of player customization. So hopefully the cost of upgrading isn't so bad that you really should only ever save for new items and occasionally purchase some kind of flair for your character. Now, it might not be that bad. I'm not saying it will be, but what I'm saying is when you add player customization, that's an incentive. So coming soon for each prestige, players will be able to choose one of the following: a sum of extra money, just kickstart their equipment loadouts, or to save for their first few upgrades. That's interesting. Or a small XP boost for that prestige only, allowing players to level up slightly faster, but have to manage their money better. I would personally choose a small experience boost over the extra cash, right? So if you're leveling up faster, you can unlock items faster, correct? But if you're getting money in the beginning, you might end up having like so much cash, but you're leveling up so slow that you're basically turning into a Scrooge McDuck, where you have so much cash that you don't know what to do with, so you have nothing to spend it on, versus having a bunch of stuff unlocked, but not enough cash to actually spend on it, right? I think having lots of stuff unlocked where you can spend on it would be better than being a Scrooge McDuck and not having anything to spend on. So I would choose experience boost, I guess, for that prestige only, right? So prestige 1, you only get an experience boost for that, and you'd have to, when prestige, I guess, reselect it. To me, that doesn't seem that bad. I could see the first one, some of extra money, starting money at the beginning for maybe people who play amateur, intermediate, professional, and don't really play high multiplier runs, right? Because unless you have high multiplier runs, the money you get can pretty much only average around $1,500 a run. And that's only if you do the objectives and get perfects, right? Whereas if you do like no evidence, maybe 9, 10 multipliers and do the objectives, you get like 4 or 5K. So you can get a lot of cash at once if you play high multipliers. I think this is a good way to make people prestige. So hopefully people do. It feels good to do it, right? Because currently when you prestige, it doesn't feel good. You lose all your stuff and you get nothing back except an ID and a badge, which has no benefits other than looking cool.